Hey YouTube, I'm back. Boy, I supposed to have been back. I only had like two. Well, was it two assignments? Well, it was three. Lowe's up the street, and then the other two Lowe's. But man, it didn't take. Only reason why it took me so long to come back because they added at the same store a little, small little assignment within, and then I end up taking the long way back home, the back way. I end up going to Alpharetta. Anyone knows anything about Atlanta? I was in Alpharetta, then I was in Canton, and I think I must have drove at least 50 miles. So then I took the back way, so I didn't get on Georgia 400 or the highway. So anyway, y'all came on quick. You already three of y'all already. So I'm back. Oh, now I dropped down to two. Somebody must be working and lost internet connection because for it to be that quick, usually that's the case. What? COVID is killing 1,500 Americans a day amid Delta surge. Scrooge. What's that? Did they mean to say scrooge? What kind of word is this? Scouurge. Either they say scrooge or they meant to write surge. Because, sometimes I be reading some of these um, online, CNN.com, and you'll be surprised how people have spelling errors when they be writing the articles online. So I guess they meant to use scrooge. That don't make any sense. I need to look that word up. Scrooge. Scouurge. Scrooge. Mm. All right, go ahead and say hello. You know the routine. Say hey, so I could so the algorithm of YouTube will recognize the participation. How come whoever was on here earlier? How come y'all didn't say y'all heard the bathroom? This is the master bathroom. Y'all didn't even tell me y'all heard the toilet flush from way over there, from the other side of the room. Well, I guess it's not that far away, but dang, y'all could at least said something. Somebody wrote a comment saying that when I went, they heard the mute. But dang, y'all could at least said. So, anyways, hold on, cause I'm cooking. Something's cooking downstairs on the stove, so I gotta make sure I um, monitor it. So who's on here? I know two of y'all probably watching, or all three of y'all lurking in the background. But I'm gonna wait to see any more people come on. Oh goodness. Well, hopefully, Lynn, you'll come back because I was very happy that you came on back. Lynn doing the do. We have a whole lot of stuff to catch up on, but I can't find your number anymore. But anyway, if you still have my number, you can give me a call. See how you're doing. I think one time I tried to send a message on your email, but I think it bounced back. I don't know. I could probably have to look on my Google account because it was like people numbers I thought I had, and then somehow or another I Can't seem to find it anymore. Obtaining a quality of life. Woman loses 87 pounds in 1 year with small steps. I'll read this later. Hey, Sally. Oh, I was reading something on my phone. It was some story on um, online today.com. This lady said she had lost 87 pounds in a year after leaving an abusive relationship. And then, dang, she looked real different. How she look? Gone. She was like, what, 30 something years old? But anywho, so I know. Can you imagine? I know when I had lost some weight, my face started to change up too. Because, all this um, fat around my face. Trust me, I was looking at some pictures, and it does make you look younger, and it does age people. But once you lose it and be more healthy, it makes you look younger. So, oh, hold on a second, I'll be back. Go ahead, talk amongst yourself or whoever else comes on here. Tell them I'll be back. Ow! Put this phone on the charger so I can charge. All right, I'm back. I know people say, "Why are you eating that?" But this is the quickest thing I could cook, and this is the last of the chicken wings. Cause I bought me some chicken wings. It would have been a big pack. It was like a small pack at Aldi's. How much did this thing cost me? I want to say it was like $8 and some change. And so I only made 3 pieces, even though I cut it up. You know, I cut the joint in the flat, so it makes it look like it's a lot, but it's not. So, ooh, it's hot. I need to let that thing cool down. Cause you know when you take chicken, when you take out chicken, it's still cooking. Shoot. But anyways, so yep, I got home. When I left here, when I tell you I had to leave and go to Alpharetta to do my survey.com assignments, and when I leave out the subdivision, these nuts. Why all of a sudden I'm getting a lot of people who I never haven't seen or heard of in a minute when I go on YouTube live, all of a sudden people are showing up that I normally don't even see in StreamYard. Oh yeah, that's right, Sally. I was gonna make you a moderator. Kick out any trolls out. Kick them straight out. If you want to be a moderator. So I added you as a moderator. Even though I don't have a lot of people, but I gotta get these trolls out of the room. I remember you. That's what I'm saying. I ain't seen you in the chat in a long time. That's why I was made that comment, these nuts, because that's why I was like, so it's been a minute. So maybe I guess if I'm on YouTube Live, the 400 something subscribers I got, maybe people I'll probably see y'all more. I don't know. Who knows? So what you been up to lately? These nuts. Were you doing ride sharing or you have to familiar? Not really. If I was popular, I would have had thousands of subscribers at this point. I think I'm only popular when it comes to either one, when I was talking about taxes, and other people have mentioned me in the past about if you have issues with taxes or questions to come to my channel. When I did had a segment talking about taxes and ride sharing. So I did get a lot of people watch my channel because of that. Oh, you did Instacart. Okay. You still do Instacart? Or did you stop doing it? I used to see a lot of people do Instacart and ship in Atlanta one time. When I did Instacart, it would be a lot of people you see. These nuts, how you gonna sit there and say that? I said I did remember. That's why I said I ain't seen you in a while. I just didn't remember at what capacity that you came on. I knew it was gig sharing. How you be doing all that crying? I still remember your name. That's why I said it. Mm-hmm. Hey, who keep dropping off? It'd be 4 people, then it's now to 3. Well, I still think a lot of people started doing. I ain't making them cry. These nuts, you know, you ain't really crying. See, that's why you have to come on regularly when I am online. That's why y'all gotta come on regularly. Keep Sally, did you ever send me an email? Because I did wanted to write you something real quickly about some a situation. See these nuts. See now you're trying to make it sound like I'm doing something. Sally, you saw my video earlier today when I came on. I was like on there for 3 hours about my doctor's appointment. So basically, she filled out the paperwork for Amazon that I asked for, and I got my prescriptions for the neuropia and some other for the diabetes to take at night. Well, I'm kind of confused because I thought that glipizide and this other prescription, which is gluburide, I thought it was the same thing, but it's different names. But I need to Google it because uh, you sure? Because I ain't see it. Let me make sure. You send it to tsmallwood68 at gmail.com? Because I didn't see it. I'll write it again in the post. Unless you left off 68 or some portion of it. So I don't know. But this is it. I typed it in this time. Oops. What the hell? Boy, coming back from those assignments I was doing, I swear to God, every single mile must have a cops, police officers on the side. I mean, I must have passed about one, two, three. I must have passed about 8 or 10 police officers on my way home. Cause I went through different counties. In Georgia, if Alpharetta, you see Alpharetta, Fulton County Police for the county, Gwinnett County, Duluth, Snellville. But I was like, dang. But I guess because of the weekend, Labor Day weekend holiday, they're gonna be out and about. They're gonna be out and about, that's for sure. So they told me I could come back to work in 2 weeks, but I have to see if they're going to approve my medical accommodation. If not, then just pay me more of my hours, like I said earlier today, and I'll just resign. Hey, Lillian, everybody coming on today? Y'all coming on tonight? Yeah, I grill. I haven't done it. Um, I haven't done it anytime this year because with the price of food, it's only so much I could grill. You know, last time I grilled, I made a video. I grilled those ribs. I want to say that was last year because I still got that brand new grill that I never used. So I did use the old grill. But it's hard to grill with one person. I mean, I could grill, but I don't like charcoal too much. Cause some I don't, I eat that regular charcoal, not the wood chips and stuff. But mm, I grill. I do grill. That's if I wanted to. Wait a minute. Oh, my Fitbit keeps going off. Let me see. So, but see, some people if they try to call themselves grilling and they don't burn that charcoal correctly, um, you could actually put poison in your food. Basically, you supposed to burn the charcoal till it's cold as white. But you can't trust everybody when it comes to um, starting how to grill. But with the prices of food and the prices going up, I ain't seen a whole lot of people doing grilling or barbecuing in their backyard. Cause you know how like when I live in this subdivision and we could see smoke coming from the backyard because people be grilling. I ain't seen that. I ain't seen that no time this year. You know, nobody wasn't grilling nothing. I know. That's it. Oh, you were on there earlier when she came on there fussing at me about eating healthy. I was thinking about that. I wasn't going to eat this in front of y'all at first because I said somebody gonna come on here. I know you ain't eat that fried. Like I said, I only get 3 chicken wings. I cut them up so it makes it look like I've eaten a lot. Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Trust me, I'm savoring the last of this because after this, I ain't buying no more chicken wings. And I ain't grill and I'm not frying no more food. Because one, I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on no oil and nothing like that. Well, put it this way, Sally. At least I didn't stop by on my way home and got fast food. And I just went home and decided to cook, even though it might not have been the best choice. And it ain't like I'm really eating all of it. See, I am breaking off and taking off some of the skin. So, you know, and look how little and small it is. Don't worry. Lynn probably gonna catch this. Do you have an air fryer? Yeah, I got an air fryer, but that ain't the same in regards to cooking it. I have a little air fryer, but see, you're not gonna really get chicken crisp or fried with the air fryer. It's a it's a way that you have to prepare that chicken or whatever to make it look crispy. It's a way that you have to prepare it. I bought that air fryer from Aldi's at least over a year ago. Hmm. See, y'all can't keep water, but that's all right. That is all right. By the time more people come on, shoot, Lynn probably in bed. She ain't, if she looking at it, she'll look at the videos. She'll hear see the replay. I ain't scared of no Lynn. Cause like you ain't want none of this. Here, here's a piece right here. The piece of the wing tip. Don't worry. When I make my smoothies, I'll offer y'all that. It ain't gonna be fruity either. It's gonna be green vegetables. I'll offer y'all dinner next time around. Let me see, what I'm gonna cook. Now you got the emoji with the mask. I've been looking at different recipes of different smoothies. You can even make smoothies with asparagus. I don't know how that's gonna taste. I did say hi, Lillian. Did you see me say hi? Let me not ignore Lillian. Bring her in the conversation too. I don't know. I knew I said hi when you first came on, so there's sometimes a delay. I'm tired of eating this. See? I'm still on the live. Hey, what happened to three? Now three of y'all only in here. What happened to the other people? Yep. Guess there was a delay with my video. Oh well. No, I'm still on here. Even if you still in the live chat, you didn't miss nothing. You still on here. I think that's what's so different between the StreamYard because it's supposed to make it. It's supposed to be better. I don't know. It's supposed to be better. Y'all could at least said y'all heard the bathroom when I went earlier today. When I went to the bathroom, y'all could have said we didn't hear you flushing the toilet. Y'all could have said something. Y'all didn't say nothing. I had to hear it on somebody wrote me a message today. Said to put it on mute. Cause you know this is my master bedroom. Even though I don't have a bed in here, it's supposed to be like a um other room that I go on my computer. Well, someone said they heard it. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Someone said they heard it. Unless you could hear it, but not really hear it, but you know. So, I don't know. As long as I don't be showing nothing I ain't supposed to show on YouTube, that's what counts. All right, that's enough of this chicken. Besides, it's been so long since I even fried anything. A long time. I haven't listened to the earlier video yet. Well, it's like 3 hours. Yeah, that's true. That is so true. I know one time I forgot I was on the video and I almost came out wearing nothing one time. Oh my god. I was like I immediately deleted the video. Cause I was like, forgot the thing was even I was on the dang live stream. That would have been so embarrassing. But I don't think nobody was on and I immediately deleted. Okay. Well, I don't try to eat fried. Only time I really eat fried chicken if I was making wings. Otherwise, if I didn't buy these wings, I wouldn't have been frying nothing. I would not have been frying it if I didn't buy no chicken wings. And since chicken wings is like the big family pack I saw, $18, 20 something dollars, I said, nope, I'm not spending $18 on no wings. I refuse. But that's the only time I really fried is when I'm doing chicken wings. Because you go to chicken wing places, you don't see no baked chicken wings. And people say, oh, do the air fryer. The air fryer for it to make it look crispy, you gotta put like like egg whites and coat it in like buttermilk or something, which I don't do. And shoot, Aldi's got it for $35, $34, something like that. I can't say wait for Christmas to buy one because they talk about it'll be shortages and delays of getting stuff. What? Pay to drive? What you doing in here? Y'all coming out the woodwork today. I guess I should have come on YouTube more often because Pete in the house. My wings are naked. I just use spices. I love lemon pepper. I also do garlic too. I'm a legend. I know, especially when it came to doing that. Talking about Grubhub. Yeah, I've been catching you, Pete. But you know what though? YouTube changed a lot of that algorithm because there was a lot of people I used to watch all the time. I don't even get the alerts. I don't even get the alerts anymore. So I have to kind of scroll through it just to get any updates. I rarely catch Ted's live and see Pete too. Perfect. Yeah, those notifications don't work. I'm thinking if you put anything with Grubhub, Uber Eats, or any of those company names, I think I think they try to do something with infringing on the names. That's why they told people to change their name. People used to give themselves Uber Man and Uber Dude and Uber Lady Charlotte. You know, people be giving the name with Uber. And I said, I know Uber is not going to allow you to use part of their name on your YouTube channel. And I said, no, that's you infringing on the name because you capitalizing on their name because these companies a few years ago, I can't believe it's been what 4 years, going on 5, that I've been doing the gig works. I knew they were going to eventually tell people not to do it. You know, but yeah, everybody's going well. At least I'm doing well. Um, I worked. Well, I was working at. Well, I was working at Amazon, but it got to me, so I'm on medical leave for at least another 2 weeks. But I have to wait and see if they're going to approve my reasonable accommodation. But I don't know how much accommodating they could do. You got to stand up on your feet for 12 hours, and you can't have no chair. You can't put no bucket on the, Ugh. But I'm ready to kind of, and then traveling for an hour and so. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting to get to hear back from my case manager. Whether they're gonna approve it or not. But I still didn't get my bonus today. My Amazon be trying to, we give you $1,000 sign-on bonus, and then they give you $500 for 30 days, and after that, you have to wait 90 days to get the other half. I ain't even get one. I ain't even get a nickel of it yet. I've been putting in tickets in and calling and putting in tickets, and people say we'll put a ticket, and they ain't hear nothing. So you have to contact payroll. I said I already contacted payroll. Ugh. But who knows? Up to 7 of y'all. Come on and put the tight. Yeah, 7 of y'all should have 7 for 7. 7 likes and 7 thumbs. And please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel and be for real this time. I can't go on these little venting videos like I used to. But I'm gonna grow my other channel so I could do my branding for my business and tax consulting business for taxes. Because it's got a lot of valuable information. Not the typical, you could deduct miles. That's basic. You have to go beyond, especially if you in these gig work, you have to start doing tax planning, investing, and, there's a lot of things that I'm going to do. but I'm not going to do it on this channel. I'm going to do another channel and try to be real professional about it. And I'm not going to be a lot of live streaming. I want to do more short videos of information, and hopefully I'll get to finish this this website. Because, I've been working on that thing for 3-4 years, and I kind of stopped writing in my vlog. So I think I'm just not focused enough. I think because I'm so used to doing survey and this gig app and this app and working from home and working another job, it's taken away from my true purpose of what I want to do. And it is hard to do things when I'm trying to do merchandising gigs, going to these different stores, taking pictures and checking inventory, and working at Amazon or working from home for this company, taking phone calls. So something has to give. Something has to give in all of this. And then I'm trying to get into this program where I get to learn, like, to become a junior software developer. I'm not gonna rely on Amazon to be. I had to be there for a good dang year with no kind of write up for them to take advantage of the tuition reimbursement, or to go back to school or learn a trade. You don't get a degree; you just get a certificate in these high demand career positions they trying to fill between 2030. They trying to skill up. Hey DJ, they trying to skill up people. But I found me another program. I applied 2 days ago, and it's a Verizon Wireless grant. They gave it to this nonprofit organization called Generation. I know. They worked me too hard to the point where my dang nerves are damaged in my freaking feet. And that's, and if I may have, I think what I'm gonna do Monday or over this weekend, I'm gonna look into see if I could file a short-term disability claim, because I did sign up for short-term disability, and even though if I don't get approved for, even if I don't get approved for, I don't get approved for FMLA because you have to be there for a year. FMLA, Family Medical Leave Act, requires that you have to work at a company for a year for you to go on leave up to 12 weeks, but you don't get paid. They just protect your job, supposedly. So Amazon has it where you could put in work, you could file work, workers' accommodation. That's the only thing I qualify to. And then, but you have to go to the doctor. You have to give them your information. The doctor wrote that I was basically suffering from neuropathy and go out for 2 weeks. When I take this gabapentin 300 milligrams at night, it will. So I'm gonna take this pretty soon home. So that's gonna be a challenge in itself, unless I take it when I get home, when I work those 3 days, and then take it. It'll be like 8 o'clock in the morning. But if I'm sleeping, then I'll take it then. But right now she wants me to take this thing and see how I feel and how it makes me feel. And then at that point, the 3 days that I'm working overnight, I will take it. But I'm not supposed to take it because first of all, I have to drive over an hour to get to home, to go to work and to drive back home. It's over an hour. And That's driving the back way because I don't like driving on the highway, especially at nighttime or early in the morning because 85 be backed up. When I leave Amazon, say Friday, like Thursday night, going to Friday morning, ooh, those school buses and 85 and that traffic. Now, the weekend, when it's Saturday, Sunday morning, I don't like to drive on the highway. I like to take the back way, but people be driving plumb fool on those side streets. It's like a one-way street, 45 miles an hour. People be up on your ass. Then they be trying to pass you on a non-turning lane and drive like bad to hell. And that's really dangerous in itself. Well, it wasn't as hard like it used to be, but at the same time, oh hell, this dang alarm keep going on. I mean, they give you three 15-minute breaks, a 30-minute lunch, but um, I'm not lifting heavy boxes, but it's just that constant moving, you know, because they were like, you miscount 8 times 2 weeks ago, and I got it written up. It's like you can't make no mistakes, zero errors when it comes to that. So I was on a 30-day whatever, and then if I don't make any mistakes after that, then it drops off. But I don't know. Next thing you know, they're gonna be complaining about you have to scan and stow the package under 15 seconds. Y'all is 20 seconds. They measure everything. Every little thing they be measuring. And they said it's system generated, it's not me. I was like, if y'all wanted people to do that, y'all need to have robots to do all that. People can't be, you can only move so much, you can only do so much. It's like they don't even appreciate anything. Everything is so damn with a computer and AI and logistics and stuff. See, that's why people ain't coming back to work. Not just Amazon, I'm talking about in general. People ain't trying to go back to no fast food or even these high corporate jobs. I heard, oh, Jesus Christ. Even these high corporate jobs, people, computer programs, I mean, like real high end jobs, people are just like fed up. It ain't just fast food and low wage workers who not going back to work. They said there was what they call it, the rise of people um just quitting or something, high profile jobs, and because people were so used to the flexibility when they was working from home, and they were being furloughed and stuff. People was like they wasn't trying to deal with all that hustle and bustle anymore. And any kind of job, regardless whether you make good money or income or low income, people started branching out on their own. They started being independent contractors. They started working for themselves. People started enjoying the flexibility in doing that. Should they people do those gig work, doing food deliveries and grocery shopping and um, Task Rabbit? They was people were making. They said that they enjoyed the flexibility of spending time with their family. Taking vacations. They people ain't worried about, oh, I gotta make this money. Life is too short, and so you know that's why a lot of these companies can't find nobody. One is these warehouse jobs and restaurants, and no, yeah, they're not paying anything, or they like, we gonna pay $12 an hour. Oh, the Family Dollar, that I asked the lady out of curiosity. I said, how much are y'all paying She talked about $8.25. I'm like, what? Not. If she said 15, I probably would consider working at a Family Dollar or Dollar Tree if they was talking about $15. But $8 and something, nope, it ain't worth it. I made in 2 weeks with my little gig jobs of merchandising, I'm almost, let me see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm almost made $900. And I'm not worrying about no tips. I ain't worrying about, oh man, I gotta hurry and pick up this food. I just make sure I finish the assignment before that certain day and take my time, and that's it. I'm not, because I was reading something the other day. Where was this place at? Colorado? Yeah. Well, I don't know. People gonna keep telling me you keep challenging and accepting these challenges all the time. So I realize I can't stand on my feet for that long period. Even if I did bought 300 something dollars worth of sneakers with the New Balance, let me show y'all. This is one of the sneakers I bought. I bought this in blue and black, and I bought the insole, which was $50. So that was helping. I won't say that was helping my feet. Um, it was, put it this way: if I had this nerve damage, this I probably would be able to stand for a long period of time because of these quality sneakers and the insoles. But it's not, the issue is internal. So all this stupid cream, like I bought this cream, BioFreeze, Aqua Cream. I've been buying all this dumb stuff. And she said, it ain't gonna work. She said that ain't gonna help. She said your thing is internal. She said you can put it on your feet. It ain't gonna do anything. She didn't say it's not gonna do nothing, but it's not what's needed. It says so. Before I get off from y'all, I'll go downstairs, get me some water, and take my prescription. And I'm not gonna expect it to work in one day or one night, but at least at least say what's gonna happen within a week's time, and then if it start to subdue and the sugar levels start balancing out. And I know eating this fried chicken wings ain't gonna do, but you know, like I said, only time I fry is when I do chicken wings. And since I don't have no more chicken wings. I already ate them up for the last week. I think I had it for a week. Cause it's a small pack I bought. It wasn't even no big, huge pack. It was like a small pack at Aldi's. It was like $8 and some change, almost $9. Oh, come on. But let me see. I missed this point I was going to make. So anyway, so I was reading something on CNN.com, and Pete, I'm surprised you probably gonna talk about it. But I talked about this topic in the past about tips. So this restaurant up there in Colorado or Texas, one of them, wherever it was, they was having in their policy no tipping policy for their workers. So when a customer come in, they say no tips, do not tip. And what they decided to do was they raised the pay to $18 an hour. I think that's what they read. It was, yeah, I want to say it was 18, 16 or $18 an hour as a server. I think it was $18 all across the board. And so rather than them getting tips plus, whatever the minimum wage is, because usually when you work for tips at a restaurant, most of them pay you only about $7.25 an hour. In most states, some states is even lower than that. They're supposed to really pay you $2.13 an hour plus tips. And that was back in the day when it was $2.13. The waiter or server wage was $2.13. If they paid you $5.25 an hour plus tips, that was supposed to be like ooh. So this restaurant said they gonna pay $18 an hour, no tip. The customers are not allowed to tip because they said that wait, people are being the manager realized or the owner of this restaurant realized that some people tip people based on either age, race. So if people factor in how much they pay someone, and that's a factor about um, someone's race, age, could affect how much they get as a tip, they're not able to keep people like that. People are not gonna, you know, hardly get no tip, low tips, and most of the time they relying on tips to as a cost of living and to sustain themselves. So they said to make it better for the workers and the servers, they just said they're gonna pay those $18 an hour. And they also mentioned about terms of like the weekend. You don't have to be working on the weekends, you know, just to try to hope that you get higher tips. And um and I said, well, you know what? That makes sense, I guess. So what y'all think about that? If you was a waiter or server, would you do you think that not getting tips and just getting paid, say $18 an hour, will it was either 16 or 18. It was one of those amounts. But even then, it was still kind of a very good deal because you could concentrate on providing better service. You don't have to be um, going out your way. I mean, not to say you don't go out your way, but you could go out your way with people, and that's why some places, if you have more than six people at a table or eight people or whatever, they automatically put the tip um, in the receipt if it's a large party. But I think some places when they had a large party of people, they couldn't, they didn't, they some places they couldn't. You're not supposed to do that, so you just can't automatically add a tip for a large party. But some places um, do that, but they have to post it on a sign. But it's been a minute since I really seen people do that. And I hate the stereotype, but people used to say church folks don't tip. They be coming in to eat brunch after church, and they be having 8, 10, 15 people at a table, and they said that people at church church folks don't tip. And I really want to say don't tip when they come in large groups like that, because I know, I used to work um, in as a server, and shoot, man, you see that church crowd? They be all them at that table. You would think they would tip with all those people coming in there. I've seen it in many occasions. They're coming there and lowball people with nothing and coming in as like a whole group and one table. Ooh. So maybe if they increase the wage to $15, $16 an hour, and people don't have to tip, I think it brings a little bit of stress relief to the person, the server or waiter or waitress, because I don't know, with the food shortages going on and people getting less for more, I don't know if people could really gonna start affording to do that. I know people still ordering Chick-fil-A, ordering DoorDash, but I don't know how long that gonna how oh Jesus Christ, this thing alarm getting on my nerves now. I don't know. That's a good discussion on another video, but I did read it on StreamYard that was talking about that restaurants are giving people $16, $17 an hour just to be a server and no tips. No tips allowed. And I think that would be pretty good. I think that's a good compromise. Because let's say it is $18 an hour. You work 8 hours a day. That's 140 something. All right, Dan. That's 140 something dollars. Not including, that's not taxes taken out, but it beats $2.16 plus tips. But you're gonna have to hustle and have a whole turnaround with those tables. Because if you getting, I don't know. I don't know. Y'all gotta tell me what y'all think about that. Oops, I've been on here for an hour and 3 minutes. So anyway, Labor Day weekend plans. We ain't gonna be doing much of anything. I'm just gonna start my fall cleaning and start getting rid of stuff that I need to get rid of. Call the donation places to have these. They used to call me, but ain't nobody been calling me lately. They usually call me from the kidney fund and this thing. Do you have any things to donate? So I don't. I hope they didn't stop taking donations because I don't like going to no Goodwill. At least I want to take it with a nonprofit organization such as the Kidney Fund or somewhere, because some of them have thrift stores and they try to raise money for the Kidney Fund. Ew. Excusez-moi. Goodwill, depending on what you're donating, sometimes they be overpriced. I haven't gone to a Goodwill in a minute to see what they got, but sometimes I could find some real good things at Goodwill, especially if it's like household items like cast iron skillets or something, something that's quality made that somebody had for years and years and years, and somebody passes away or they get rid of the stuff at the Goodwill. And then some people go to Goodwill just to turn around and resell it on eBay or one of those apps. So I have a lot of good things I need to get that I could sell. I have me a brand new Nest, which is a temperature thermostat. I've never used it. I got two. I'm gonna sell that on Facebook Marketplace. I think I'm gonna ask for about a good $100 a piece for both of them because those things are like $200 something dollars. So, and then I have some light fixtures and stuff. I bought years ago. I said I was gonna start updating the house with light fixtures. I still got some light fixtures never used. I'm gonna use them though. I'm gonna use, at least I know I'm gonna use one of those light fixtures for the bathroom when I finally start that. So I think this weekend, because I'm not doing nothing for Labor Day. All these places having parties and these music festivals in the park. They're supposed to have Patti LaBelle and who else was the other one? Gladys Knight in concert in a couple of weeks or something like that. I'm like, what? And the gospel music festival, praise in the park. and all these places. And I was like, y'all sure having $45 for one ticket. And some places they even saying you got to show proof of vaccination before you can even go to the concert. So you ain't been vaccinated, you can't go up in that bank. You can't even go. And I'm not trying to. And if they're not asking people for proof to show proof that they got vaccinated, and you have to wear a mask, I wasn't gonna go anyway. Not in that big crowd of people. All these big concerts and stuff going on in Atlanta. Not because of Labor Day, but even beyond that time frame. I said nope. It used to be free. It ain't free no more. Praise in the park. It ain't free. I remember I went there a few years ago. They had it at Grant Park, and I went. It was right, you go right in the park. Have your little chair. It ain't free no more. And then it's supposed to be black. It's supposed to be Black Gay Pride. I ain't heard too. I heard it on V103. They was briefly. I heard him talking about it, and that used to be downtown. But everything, gentrification. They moved everyone to the south side, East Point, and way out. And I haven't heard too much going on in terms of events, but I ain't going to no events with all no crowds of people. Stuff that used to be free ain't free no more, DeJoy. That's for sure. It ain't free. Nope. That's too many people in one time and too little space. Because if it was like at the Maple House Amphitheater, the Lithonia Music House, or whatever, if you had to buy a ticket, you have to show proof of vaccination. At least that's what I know. I heard a couple of them. You just can't go up there and buy tickets and say, oh, mm-mm. So a lot of places they require that you have to show some kind of proof. And even then, if they don't ask for proof, they say, oh, we're going to implement social distance. I don't know. I stopped listening because I just think Georgia being one of the hot spots too. I think people and the groups that's having these concerts, I'm like, who want to see? I know some of these old school groups and stuff. I said, dang, they sure having this concert. They ain't got no money. That's what it is. They ain't got no money. They broke. Or I won't say they broke because that ain't true. They just trying to make money because a lot of people are like honoring the legends. Even hip hop. Some of these hip hop groups, they said so and so and so and so, and this person gonna be in concert, and this ain't no these new people. These are like old rappers. They coming back and holding a big concert, and they want $45 for tickets and stuff. And nope, not going. And I know in the past, a lot of these venues were closed and all that stuff. But you know what? They ain't really lose no money because they had that shuttered grant. Shuttered grant basically if you was entertainment or anything like that, there was not the PPP loan, but the shuttered grant. They got if you were in entertainment, trust me, and you lost and you had concerts that you didn't do, that you lost millions of dollars, trust me, they ain't really lose out on no money. They may not have no concerts, they may not have no whatever last year, but on top of the insurance they probably had, they got paid. Ain't nobody skipped a beat. Ain't nobody skipped no money. Then they also probably got the shuttered grant. That billions of dollars they had set aside for stuff. Trust me, they ain't nobody lose no money. See, nobody ain't talk about that. A lot of these people, but I ain't talking about the PPP loan either. I'm talking about um, a whole bunch of other grants that people apply to obtain. Churches got it. There's a website you can actually look it up because I'm about to look up somebody in a minute, see if this bitch ever got anything. Because I know she wasn't supposed to get no grant because she's a felon. But I'm gonna look it up though. But you can look up anybody who got not a PPP loan, but anyone who got any type of PPP loan and a business. You can look it up and you can see how much they got. Oh, okay. That's it, Vicky. You just catching up. You ain't got no questions, nothing to say. So, what was I about to say? Yeah, so people, a lot of businesses, individuals, and things like that, they they lose no money. They ain't lose nothing. You know, they did not lose much of nothing. But I'm not going in no large ass crowds to see no old group, old school, whatever. Nope, not doing it. I think that's too, with this thing, Delta variant going on, and having that many people in small spaces like that, especially if they're not really allowing, if they just say, oh, we're just going to implement strict guidance of mask and distance and not, and not having people, did you get vaccinated to go? Nope, not doing it. I know if I know it was a concert that was inside of a building, I know that you had to show your record that you were vaccinated before they allow you to go in. But if it's like at a park, I can't see how they're going to implement making sure people follow the rules. I could see maybe if you had to go through a gate, but that's just too much. You know how many people they're gonna have to hire just to screen people to come in there? And I'm quite sure if there's a somebody was telling me there was an app you could actually pick up jobs. Like say for instance they need extra help at a venue. No, let me give you a better example. Kanye West, when he had his little listening concert or listening thing, whatever, um, they were people who was working to break down the stage and set up and stuff. And you're an independent contractor, and they pay you um, some amount of money. I can't remember what the person told me. She was telling me about it. And at first, you didn't have to show that you were vaccinated, but then the next time around, I think the next time around, you had to show that you were vaccinated to do, and they got paid. But it was like one of those on-demand gig jobs that she was telling me about. But I heard about that months ago. Sometimes now, with college football season coming around and football season coming around, there's a lot of places that be hiring people to be screeners. And some of them paid like 20 something dollars an hour, and you just work during the weekend or during a show or whatever. But people are really trying not to close nothing down because they like if they close something, they just think it's gonna be a major collapse. But this thing is never gonna be over. It would have been over if they had just closed that thing down for at least not no March, open up in July. That ain't enough time. How you gonna shut down March? April, May, June, July. I think it was what, around August. They said they were going to lift up the ban for gyms and beauty salons. You can't. That's 5 months. And then he complaining about shutdown. That was not long. Trust me, that was not long. I don't know what would have happened if they say, okay, we're going to shut down for a whole year. Maybe that would have been better. Maybe this whole thing would have been. I said from the very beginning, if you ever go back on my video, I said to, oh, this thing is getting on my damn nerve. I have to figure out how to disable this dang alarm. Oh. Figure out how to do this stupid thing. If I said it's going to take at least 2 years before you eradicate this thing, I said it take at least 2 years, maybe 3. But if people start politicizing, I mean a man thing, a plastic mask, people complaining about, I can't breathe, my doctor say, no doctor told you not, that you immune from, and you can't wear no mask. You should hear some of the stupid stuff. I need my job. I need to, I can't wear no mask. I mean, even if whatever your views is about the vaccine, whether you choose to take it or not, if you choose not to take it, at least when you out and about in public, wear a mask. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt to wear no dumb mask on your face. I seen people today. I mean, for these last days, I've been walking about, out and about. I see people just walking through the Lowe's, walking through the Kroger, walking through certain stores, and ain't got nothing on their face. Now I know sometimes I be forgetting my mask, or my mask be so dang, wet because it'd be hot. When it was hot, and I was like, dang, I would at least go into a store and ask them, do you have a mask that I could get? I'll go right to customer service, ask them, do they have a mask? Because sometimes, I don't have an extra one in the car. And once I go to the bathroom and stuff like that, I don't like to wear the mask. After I went to the bathroom with the mask on my face, I take the mask off and throw it in the garbage and get me a brand new mask. I do not, no. Even when I'm at Amazon, you have to wear a mask at Amazon is required. And I go to the bathroom, I take my mask off, leave, and now come and get me another one. It's just like, I don't like bringing a cup in the bathroom. You know how you go to the bathroom? I don't even like to bring a cup in the bathroom. You know, like you go to the bathroom and you see people, they walk in there with a cup. I'm like, I just found that to be so disgusting. I'll leave my stuff right outside, and then I'll come, then I'll go. But if I'm wearing a mask and I'm in the bathroom and I leave and I go, I'll be taking the mask right on off, throw it in the garbage, and then I'll put me a brand new one on. So if I'm wearing something out and about, before I leave and get in my car and I'm going home, I throw that mask in the garbage, because if I'm in my own car, I'm trying. Ugh. But to hear some dumb people walk up in there, just walk up in the stores, walk up in there, nothing on their face, This one Indian lady, she come walking in the Sprint store yesterday when I was in there charging my phone before I went home. And I was looking at some of the brand new phones because I want to get me another phone. And she walking up in there, no mask on her face, talking about, she wanted to inquire. She going international, and she wanted to know if her phone was going to work when she go international out the country. And they told her, when I went to the Sprint store up there in Cobb County in Acres Mill, they said you have to have a mask. So I had my mask on. and she walked in there with no mask. They said we can't. We're not allowed people to walk into the store with no mask on. And they told her she could either go to Five Below, which was across the parking lot, not even far. It was next door. It was next door, and or go to the restaurant that was next, next door too, and they'll give you a mask. I don't understand what's so hard to understand when they told her that instruction. And so she went out and called on the phone the boyfriend, husband, whomever, and asked the same question. I said, Five Below, it's right there. And then I was thinking to myself, I said, the guy said, where is she going out of international? Because they had these travel bans in a lot of countries that if you coming from the United States, they wouldn't allow you to travel internationally, go to whatever countries. I ain't know. I think she probably going to India, which had the Delta variant months ago. They were dropping like damn flies up in there. And she said she going back to move back to the whatever country she from. I don't know. I ain't asking. I ain't care. But she I don't know. People just walking there all nonchalant, like like the rules has been bent about. Now a couple weeks ago or a couple months ago, they said no mask. You had to wear no mask if you were vaccinated. You can or not. And then after that, that's when that Delta variant went rampant. Went rampant because people are like, I'm confused. Confused about what? They say wear a mask on your damn fucking face, regardless. People want to debate. You could debate about the vaccine. You could choose to take it, not take it, whatever. Like I told this former coworker of mine, I ain't gonna say friend because I don't consider Renee a friend, but she was a former coworker that worked with me at CGS. She said she ain't taking no vaccine. She ain't plan on taking it, and she keep telling me, they trying to kill us, blah blah blah, this and that, and this was before I even took the vaccine. I said, I said, I don't know all about that. And I said, and this was in the beginning, early in the year, in the beginning, when you had to be a certain age to go and do it. Then when they finally opened up for everyone to do it, and they had made it available, and that was around 4th of July. That's when they became widely available. 4th of July, because that's when Biden said that they wanted to have a certain percentage of people vaccinated, and it was available anywhere. Before they did this, oh, you got to be this age, you got to make an appointment and all that. That's the beginning. January when they started doing that. But by July, everyone who wanted to take it could take it. But all this walking around and I ain't doing it and I ain't taking it. Because I remember a few months ago, it was only the Delta. They were talking about the Delta variant, and it wasn't in the United States as prevalent like it was now. It was maybe a few hundred people that first got it. But when it was in India, it spread like fire. And then it came here, and all of a sudden, this thing rised up again. But all they have to do was to mandate their mask. They ain't had to open up places early. Not like that. It wasn't necessary to have LA Fitness, the gyms, nail salons open up. For what? You should have. They should have done it they should have staggered it. You know, they should have staggered it. And then if you choose not to get it, if you choose not to get if you choose not to get it, they still said everybody be wearing masks. I can't believe a little paper made it so hard for people to politicize it. And look what happened. It ain't gonna get no better. It ain't gonna get no better. It ain't gonna get no better. They ain't gonna close nothing because somebody's gonna be afraid to say close without them thinking. But it's I'm sorry. The United States is going to force to close because these other countries are going to force to close its borders, and they already um, having trouble shipping stuff over from other countries. You know, and they ain't gotta enforce no. We're gonna enforce it. It's gonna happen because other countries are gonna start doing it. And I, like the point that I was making to this person, I said, "That's fine. You ain't gotta wear it, but you ain't gotta keep repeating it to me about it. Why you keep telling me about it?" It probably said, "Okay, if you don't want to do it, Renee, then don't take it. Don't take it." But I told her point blank, period. I said, "Don't come over here. Don't come to me talking about, oh, I'm sick. Don't. I ain't giving that one dime for no GoFundMe. I ain't trying to be bitch. And I ain't trying to be nasty about it." And they say, "Well, that's mean." That's not mean. That's not being mean. If you choose not to do it, fine. Don't impose your thoughts on other people who try to protect themselves. You know, if that's your opinion, then that's your opinion. But to keep going on about it, I ain't gonna. I said, "Well, dang, but now I said, fine, you said that already. But that's your choice. But that don't mean I have to hear it. You ain't gonna change my mind about it." I said, when people have babies, even you as a child, you had to be vaccinated as a baby for mumps, measles, and whatever. You ain't had no choice. The parents ain't had no choice. When they was giving vaccinations for people with when you get a child, you have a child, and they had to get, before you could go to school, you had to get a vaccination. Before you go to college or go to university, you had to get vaccinated. I remember got vaccinated when I went to South USC. I remember they said, "Did you get da 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 whatever the vaccination was, measles or whatever?" You know, even though if I was vaccinated as a child, they vaccinated me. When you go to college or university, 2 year college or whatever, you before you let you into college, you had to get a vaccination shot. I can't remember what it was for, but the point I was making to her was, you get vaccinated for everything else. You ain't got no choice. Now, the only people who can't be vaccinated, I don't know if they changed it, but if you were like a not Mormon, but what one of those religious sects, Mennonite, it was one, not Jehovah Witness. That's blood transfusion stuff. But it was some religious site, like I want to say Mennonite. They don't have to get. They don't. It's not that it's a. I can't remember. I need to do some research. But I swore that one time I heard that it was some religious group of Mennonites and stuff. That they can they don't do vaccinations, but the way they live, and they don't go out in the world anyway. And I don't know. I'm gonna do some research. I'm curious. I sworn I heard that before. That might not be true, but all I know is this. Like I told her, when you eat certain food, meats, I don't eat meat. I said meat or whatever you do, they give those shots to those animals, and you eating the food from that. So all these people, I don't know. That's too early. That's too soon. It needs to be 10 years before they test it. Man, you sit here and wait for 10 years, and if they didn't do anything, this whole earth would be wiped out. But they should have. But to compact this whole thing, like I said, they should have had it shut down for 2 years, not no 3 months, not no 2 months, at least a year, and let that thing eradicate itself naturally. But there's been plagues around this world. I know my went off totally topic, because I know YouTube they don't like you to talk about things like that. You can't put it in the title or nothing. But if people sat themselves down and follow rules and stop saying, ain't ready to go back to work. I don't think kids go back to school. They miss their friends. No, y'all miss your freedom without having the kids at home and getting on your nerves. and then you want these kids to go hurry up and go back to school because you were used to taking care of them. That's what that was. Most people, if you really want to be honest, they know darn well um they wanted to they want kids to go back to school because they were getting on their nerves, and they were tired of being around the house, and they were tired of being in the house. If you have a whole bunch of people in the house under one roof and everybody in each other's face like that, you get tired of being in each other's face. See, that's why I live by myself. I ain't got nobody to complain about. Ooh, I'm tired of being looking at Teresa in the face. Well, I'm gonna be looking at myself right now. I'm looking on YouTube. Who I'm gonna be tired of? The cat's outside. Those cats are outside. They ain't come in this house. They know. I told her, I said, get out, and they walk right on out. They be trying to come in the house, but they don't be just laying down. They go right up in their little comfort in the flower bed on my lawn chairs in the yard and backyard chilling. As long as they know, they hear me crack open the door or they hear me pop the can of cat food. They like they already know. They know when I'm walking downstairs. They know, oop, here they come. They know when they see me walking downstairs. And they sometimes I be upstairs and I look out the window. They looking up at me like, bitch, where you at? We want our food, But other than that, they shoot. They ain't not. They go about their business. I go about my business. But all this stuff about not want to be at home and this and shoot, let me tell you, that's one reason why I probably took this job at Amazon because I was tired of sitting at home. I was tired of sitting at home, even though I was working from home. After a while, I was like, dang, it's time for interaction with people. So, it is what it is. I don't know what's going to happen at this point. I just know this weekend, I'm just going to, if I have some assignments to do, I mean, I do have one thing. I need to go up to Loganville. I need to redo a store. But Loganville is like 8 miles up the road, so it's not far. But other than that, I'm just going to, stay at home. I'm going to watch P Valley, finish watching season 1, binge watch P Valley, and a couple of things on YouTube. Clean up, because I'm going to really clean up now. I'm going to just walk around with this box, take up all my items that's going to be thrown out, donations, and declutter. So, because once I do that, once I'm doing that, it'll be easier. So the first thing is getting rid of things, not just keep pushing stuff to the side. So whatever I need to throw out, I need to throw out, throw straight up and throw out for the trash. Now, since Monday's a holiday, then trash will be picked up on Wednesday. So, and then set my other box for donations, have that all marked up, ready to go. And let me see. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Probably gonna get this carpet shampooed. I was gonna hire a company and do it, but I'm gonna see if I could try to do it myself with this. I'm gonna rent not the rug doctor, but there's another one called Bristol. They got the same thing, but it's supposed to be better than the rug doctor. So I'm gonna rent that. And Lowe's and Home Depot's been having some sales, so I'm gonna start pricing some items. I'm gonna start upgrading. But other than that, that's all I'm gonna do for Labor Day. Even though Labor Day is supposed to be labor for people who work, rest. But I ain't gonna do much of nothing. I may go to the movies one of these days during the weekday, but I gotta see. I don't want to be in no crowd. I don't want to be all up on people like this. So I may go to the movies on a Tuesday in the middle of the afternoon when I know ain't nobody should be there because most people will be going back to school. And for sure, people are, I guess they're going back to work too, but I think people have been back at work. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to do. Just work on my resume and see if I can find me another work from home gig job, just in case Amazon comes back and tells me, no, we don't have no reasonable accommodation for you. So, and if they don't, I'll see if I could file for my short term disability to pay me for my injury. But if not, I'll just resign and then I'll come back a couple months later. But I'm going to hold out this time. I'm going to hold out for that work from home job, customer service or HR, because they building some other Amazon facilities across Atlanta, I heard. Somewhere like on Chamblee. They said they building one up over there. I was like, damn, Amazon gonna be all over the goddamn place. And hopefully, if the decision is made for me not to go back, or they tell me I can't get a reasonable accommodation, or they could reduce my hours to maybe 20 hours a week part time and not work overnight like that, then I'll see what they're gonna do. But I'll let y'all know what they're gonna tell me. All I could do now is wait to see what the caseworker says and give me the decision. Hey Dixie Normus, y'all just coming on here. I ain't never seen your name. And don't be mad or crying if I don't recognize you, because I do recognize people. Dixie, where you came from? Because I ain't never seen your name before. Up is 9 of y'all. I got 7 likes or 7 thumbs up. So give me 9 for 9. This chair is squeaky. This is one of the chairs I need to get rid of in the Goodwill. But I'm going to keep this chair. And I think this chair I'm going to keep put in the bathroom when I'm sitting there looking in the mirror. I hit the thumbs up for you. Well, thank you. Up it's 12:27 after midnight. Oh, I gotta get me some water. Let me see which one of these things I'm about to take. Let me see what this stupid TV look like. What this thing say? Take this medicine by mouth with a glass of water, with or without food. Avoid alcohol. If you miss a dose, take it as soon as you can. It is almost, if it's almost time for your next dose, skip the missed dose. Do not take double or extra doses. Drowsiness, dizziness, headache, or dry mouth may be potential side effects. All right. Let me see what this thing look like. Damn, look how big this pill is. And it's orange. This is supposed to help me with the neuropathy pain, nerve damage. This what this is for. Gabapentin. All right. The other one is going to be for the glyphosate, but I already have this other thing. Let me see. This for the high blood pressure, but this is supposed to be taken during the day. I think I already took one during the daytime. So this one is glipizide. I can't tell. You know what? This might be the same thing. You know what? I'm gonna take the other one that I was taking first because I want to look up this. It's got the same similar name, but it's different. I'll just take 2 of these. There's only 10 milligrams, so it's not a lot. This is 2. This is for the sugar. So I'm doubling on this. It's only 5 milligrams. It's not a high dosage. So, even though some people will say they try to do holistic ways, but sometimes you have to take your prescription, your medications, whatever it's for. And I know most of it is going to be changing my lifestyle of eating and exercise. So, anywho, I don't know what. I'll tell y'all what happened with the decision with the medical accommodation. If they give me the medical accommodation, then I'm going to see. If they don't give it to me, then fine. Fine. I would just resign and inquire about my unemployment that I didn't get because I didn't collect it. So, but I'm not, I'll be okay. When it's all said and done, I'll be fine. Because December 8th will come soon enough, and that's when I'll be have to go on training. But I'll let y'all know. There's some other things just in the woodwork, in the plans of what I'm going to be doing. So, all right, let me say good night because I need to go to bed. I want to stay up. And once I take these, I need to get some water, swallow these pills, and lay down and rest. So, Dixie, DeJour, Vicky, Lillian, D Nuts, Sally, I appreciate you. Who else I'm missing? I'm missing somebody. Okay. Dorian. No, I think that's it. Anybody else who wants to troll? Because you know, some people y'all be purposely trolling. But I think pretty much I got everybody. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. So it'll be a minute before I go to StreamYard, but I don't think StreamYard gonna do much of anything. And I appreciate y'all with the listening ear. And did y'all? I thought you said you was gonna call me today. I thought you said you had something to ask me, but you didn't call me. Well, you can call me now if you want. I'll be up. I think my phone is charging now, and I'm gonna go downstairs and get me some water. I did not make my water goal today either. I'm not supposed to drink a liter of water. I didn't even meet the goal. So I'm gonna have to walk around with a water cup from now on. Oh, give you the tea. Oh, you want to hear the tea? Trust me, you will hear the tea. But just give me a call. We need to catch up anyways. So that's about it. I'll be catching y'all tomorrow. I'll be watching P Valley and all the little shows on my um, Amazon Prime this weekend. Do some binge watching of TV programs. But you ain't gotta worry about me going out there to no parties and everything. But you still at work? You still work at the one on Moreland Avenue, or you work closer to where you live now? Because that's kind of far to go all the way south to east, especially at nighttime. But if you work overnight, then that's fine. But if you working driving at nighttime, nope, nope, nope. All right, y'all. Let me go and get me something to drink and take this medications. So y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Maybe y'all can see me cleaning up in the back. No, because I ain't got my phone. I ain't gonna do that. I moved to a different store. Oh, okay. Well, Glenwood, that's still far. Glenwood, all the way down to Fayetteville, that's not close. I mean, if you jump on 75, 85, but no. Mm-mm. When I thought you were closer, I thought you'd be closer to where you live. That's still kind of far. You've been at Kroger for a long time. You couldn't get me to work at Kroger after what they did to me. I tried to look for a little part-time job up the street from my house. And that little twit gonna say, "I don't know, you could work." If they hired all these people before me, and then you gonna act all whatever. Nope, couldn't get me to work at no Kroger's. They be lying. They be saying, we hiring. And then when you get there to fill out the application, then it's like a whole different story. And the pay sucks. I know they didn't pay no $12 an hour. I know they pay lower, they pay less than that. I'm like, y'all got the nerve. But there ain't no telling what they need to do now. Now, every place I go, I'm hiring. They need it. They need someone to this. I be wondering if this places really be needing people the way they make it sound. I know the fast food places, yeah, they most definitely need people with their lines wrapped around the building and stuff. But I don't know. Who knows? All right, I'm going for real. Let me go. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good night.